Hey, alright, and welcome everyone on board. In today's video, I'm going to show you how you can configure or create a better sales page for your product that you're selling online. As we all know, a sales page is a single page in which you are required to tell your customers, your prospect, about what your product is all about. In this video, I'm going to walk you through the step by step how to have this kind of page created using Elementor. As you can see, this is one of the pages which I created for someone. I'm going to walk you through the main elements that in which is required of you to have this kind of page created. Without further ado, let's get started. The first step is for you to have a well-crafted sales letter to convince your customers about what you are selling, to convince your prospect that this your product work for so and so that they can dip their hands into their pockets and buy what you are selling online. Now, the second step is for you to go on your on the WordPress and go on plugin to install Elementor. As you can see, I have the Elementor installed, but let me show you how you can install the plugin. At the left hand side, you see where they have plugin here. Click on add new plugin. Now you are required to search for Elementor. This is the Elementor plugin. This is the free version of it. But if the free version, you can make use of free version to design any sales page. But if you want to go on premium so that you can have access to lots of elements using the premium, I have both the free version likewise the premium version installed on my system. After I might have installed the Elementor, I click on activate. Next thing is for you to go on page. Now click on new page. Now you are expected to name your page any name that you are required to. Now let me use test just to illustrate this. The next thing is to click on publish. After I might have published your page, the next thing is for you to click on edit with Elementor. Boom, as you can see, we have the pages in which I've worked on before, but we don't need all these pages here. What we're expected to do at the left side corner, you see where we have this settings here. Click on settings. Now drop down and click on, you see the page layout here. Don't choose the defaults. Now click on Elementor Canva and click on updates. As you can see now, all the pages in which we had here before, they have gone now, in which you have access to start what you want to design accordingly. As you see the plus sign here, plus signs here shows that you choose the container. Likewise, this one shows that makes you add templates. You can add template. Maybe you have already designed template, you want to import the template. You are expected to click here. When you click here, you have the blocks template that comes along with Elementor, and we have the pages in which maybe we have saved some pages there. You can choose the pages from here. Likewise, this one, which is my template, maybe you have installed some templates on your Elementor plugin. You are expected to choose from the templates in which you have here. As you can see, these are the templates, these are the pages that comes along with the Elementor. These are the blocks in which you can just choose. Maybe you don't want to design something from scratch, you can just choose from the blocks in which you have here. If you want to import your templates, you are expected to click here, in which you'll be required to either drag or drop the template, or click on select file and locate where you have your file in which you want to import. But for the sake of this tutorial, I want to design from scratch how to make use of Elementor. Let's close all this one. Now you are expected to click on this plus sign here. We have the flexibility, which layout you want to choose from. But to avoid any doubt, let's close this one. Now we have the elements here. These are the elements in which we are going to make use of. The first one is heading. The heading is meant, if you like this one, this is the heading. As you can see, these two teaspoons of this natural herbs can give you erection for 45 minutes and last longer to satisfy madam. This is what the heading here. We have image. As you can see, the image that we have here, this is the element in which you want to use when we are trying to put image on our canvas. We have the edit text here. These are the edit text. The text that you see here, they are the what? They are the edit text. We have the video. Maybe you want to import video to your design. You can choose this element video. Likewise, we have the button here. The button that you see here is button which you are expected to choose this button element. We have divider, we have spacer, we have the Google map, and we have icons. Now we have the pro version in which you can see we have the share button, we have the low drive, we have the low carousel, we have post, we have portfolio, we have the gallery, we have form. If you want to, maybe you want your prospects to fill form, you can choose from form here. We have the login. Maybe you have designed something which is required to log in before they can access the website. Like we have slides here to be moving from one slide to another. Like if you want to animate your headings, you can choose this animated headline here. We have the sports hotspots, we have the price list, we have lots of elements in which you can choose. We have the countdown. Maybe you are trying to convince your prospects that maybe you are giving them an ultimatum of a day for them to buy what you are selling. This is the countdown. As you can see now, it shows that the customer is expected to make a purchase within 24 hours just to convince the customer. And we have different lot of elements in which you can choose here. Okay, now let's get started. The first, as you see that we are working on this simple 6 page. Okay, for this one we are expected to choose either the headings or the edits text editor. It depends on how you are good white design. You can choose either of the two, but for the sake of this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to make use of headings. Likewise, where you are supposed to make use of this text editor. Now let me click on this one now. As you can see now, it says that add your heading text, and let me copy this one. Copy. As you can see now, just look sorry, I think copy something. Okay, now let me remove all this one. As you can see now, this is the text in which you copy from other 6 page. As you can see now, this one is well structured, while this one is not that structured. For you to stylize your text, you are expected to come to this block here where we have the style here. Now on that style, you have, if you want to align your text to the left hand side, if you want to align your text to be at the center, as you can see, if you want to align your text to be at the right hand side, as you can see, if you want to make it to justify so that it can fill everywhere, but we are going to make use of this center here so that it can be at center. Now see the color here. You are expected, this is the default color, which is something like light blue. Click on it. You can choose any color. As you can see, when I'm clicking on anything here, the color is changing now. Let me choose this color now. As you can see, I choose this blue color. we have the slider here to increase the opacity. As I'm dragging the slider towards the left, the opacity of the text is what is reducing. As I'm dragging it to the right, the opacity of the text is increasing. As you can see now, you can choose either any color. You can also come down here, choose red here. You cannot play along with different reddish color that we have here, so that it depends on what you want to achieve. Now let's choose the red color. Now the next thing for is this typography. Click on this icon. Now you have the access to change the font type. The default font type here is Roboto. You can use any other font. Let's choose Time Roman. When I type time, as you can see, the headings has changed. The font has changed from Roboto to Times New Roman. This is the size of the. As I'm increasing the size, the heading size is changing in size. As you can see, it depends on what you want to achieve. Like, I think this one is okay. Like this 45 is okay. We have the weights. This weight talks about how bold or you want your text to be. If you want it to be thin, as you can see, when I change the weight to 10, which is 100 in weight, the size of the headings change. You can choose any weight here. If you want it to be bolder, you can choose this one. I think you can choose, sorry, excuse me, this is the highest weight, which is what 900. Make it to be bolder enough. If you want to change everything to uppercase, it's changing from the previous text case to uppercase. If you want it to be what's in lowercase, everything will turn to lowercase. Likewise, if you want to change it to capitalize, just to capitalize, which is the default text we added here, you can choose it. If you want it to be normal, you can choose any of the transform here, but I think this capitalize is okay. Now we have another style here. You can make it to be normal, you can make it to be italic, as you can see, you can make it to be oblique, sorry. Let's make it to be normal. Like as we have the decoration here, you can underline your text, you can overline it, you can line through just to cancel. Sometimes we make use of this when we are trying to convince customer that this is the normal price, this is the the price that when we are running promotion, just to convince the customer to buy what you are selling. Now let's make it to be in default. You can come down to this line height here. As you can see, the distance between each line, as you are moving it toward the left, the distance between each lines is increasing. When you are moving it toward the right here, is decreasing. We have the letter spacing. Each letter, we are trying to space each letter. As you can see, we have like how we have the word spacing. It depends on what you want to achieve. Now I think we have done justice to, so let me make 0. I think this one is 0. Okay, sorry. Boom, I think it's okay like this. We are done with this type. We can also come down to the advanced here. Sorry. So we see have text stroke. Maybe you want to add stroke to your text. You can come down here and create the stroke. You can change the color of the stroke to any color in which you desire, depending on how creative you are or what you want to achieve. As you can see, they have added a stroke of 1. You can likewise add a shadow to it. Just click on this block. You can increase the shadow. You can change the color of the shadow here. You can increase the opacity of the shadow. You cannot choose any shadow you want. Okay, likewise the shadow, you can make it. Maybe you want to have the shadow to be in horizontal, you want it to be in vertical. If you don't want any shadow, just come down here and make it to what, to be in. Just click on this back to default here. The shadow has been removed. Likewise, you can remove the stroke here. We have the blending option. Maybe you are trying to blend colors together. As you can see, when I choose overlay, because I doesn't have any background color before, I didn't mean that I have a background image or any background text or color, I can't work on this blend mode. Let's make it to be normal. Like this is the advanced settings in which you have here. You can't increase the margin. As you can see, when I'm increasing this, I'm clicking on this icon here, it's dropping down, not only dropping down, likewise working on the top right button and the left. But if you want it to be in default, just click on here, 0. If you want to work on individual matching, you can just remove this link here, just click on it, you can work on individual. Let's give it some 20. As I'm increasing it, is what is the gap between the main house here and the text here is increasing. Let's make it to be 0. That is the work of the margin. Maybe you are trying to make your text to fit. Likewise, we have padding here. The padding here, you can't increase the padding. Let's make the padding to 50. You see something now? As you can see now, the text started somewhere around there before, but it has shrunk towards here. Likewise, at the left hand side, at the bottom, likewise at the upper part of it. Let's give it 0 padding. You can work on individual padding by increasing the padding. As I increase the padding of the top to 9, likewise the bottom, I can also increase the padding. As you can see, it's dropping down. Likewise, I can easily make it to be negative. You can have your padding to be negative. Okay. We have the motion effects. Maybe you want a scrolling effect. You can, as you can see now, when I click on this scrolling now, see now, as you can see, that's how the scrolling effects work. But let's base our discussion on the main element needed for this design. Now we have the background, we have the transform here. You can lay your hand and work on everything here. Let's make the background. Now we have the background of the text as white, which is the default color. It depends on the plugin which we are making use. There are some plugins in which their default backgrounds look something like ash color, not in white. You can just come down here. If you want to give it any background, you can just click on this classic here, click on here, you can give it any. As you can see now, the background has changed. I can make it to be black. The background color has changed. Likewise, if you don't want to put background color here, you can likewise choose click on background. You can choose image. If you don't want the background to have a color, maybe you want an image as the background, you can choose image. Let me use one image here. Let's click on this. As you can see, this is the background image we added before. It has shown. It wasn't shown because the network was bad then. It has shown now. You can go back here and remove the background. Come to advanced, come to background here, just click on delete. Delete. The background has gone. Okay, the next thing is for this one, let me explain now. This one is being how we arrive at this. I think I told you we can make use of either the headings. Likewise, we can also make use of this text editor. Let's make use of text editor so that you see how it look. Okay, let me choose text editor. Okay, now Control A, Control V. I have my text here. You have this. You can Control A to highlight everything. You can now choose the headings in which you want. Let's choose heading 2. Just so okay, let's choose heading 1. Heading 1. You can now work on individual text here. I think the color we have here is okay. We have multiple colors here. Let's choose the default color to be. Come down to color here. Let's choose the default color to be red. Now you can now work on individual colors to convince your prospect. 2 teaspoons, give it green color. You can come down here, this selection, you can give it also green color, or let's choose the first green color which we use. Likewise, you can come down here, if you like, you can give it another color. Just use any color, your desired color, so that you can arrive at your destination. As you can see now, just click on update. You can come down to style here, make it to be center. You can justify it. You can make it to be left center. You can make it to the right center, but let's make it to be left center. As you can see, we have the same desired result. Next thing is for yours to have this this image here. Come down to where we have this element, the basic element. You can choose the image here. One thing you can see here is that we have the same container for these 30 things in which you have worked on, this one, likewise the image here. But if you want, okay, let's choose, come down to our media file here. If you want to upload any image, come to upload file here. You can either drag and drop the image, or you can click on select file, go to where we have the image in which you want to use. Go to where you have your image. Let me go to, okay, for the sake of this, let me choose this image. As you can see, I have uploaded this image, but this is the one in which I want to make use of. Click on the image here. Click on updates. The next one is where we have the image here. Likewise, you can still come, instead of choosing this image elements each time that you want to use, you can click on this one and click on duplicate. The image will be duplicated. Just click on the second one here, click on it, and come to where we have the choose image, and change the image to your desired image. Okay, as you can see now, instead of coming down and select this image elements here, we just duplicated this one and we just change the image we have there. The next one is this original. This is it's more or less like coding, but we are not going to explain it here. One thing about this one is, maybe you can we're expecting your comment at the comment section so that I can give you the code for you to have this kind of design. We have this horrid 17 item in stock. It means that anytime the customer comes to your sales page, this what we have here, it will be automatically updated. It means that today is I'm recording this video on 12th June 2024. If you come in the next year, the date in which this thing will be updated, it will be the date in which you come to this sales page. That's the power of this coding. If you want me to explain how we arrived at this coding, I'll be expecting your comment at the comment section so that I can explain how we arrived at this coding, so that I can give you the clue how to have this one done. Likewise, it shows that delivery between 13 June 2013 June and Saturday. Today is Thursday, as I'm recording now. It means that the deadline is 15, which will be on Saturday. When you come on Saturday, it will still give you another date. It is automatically updated. Not that I'll be the one that will be coming on my site page and update it each time. Okay, I think we have explained how to make use of this heading. Likewise, this editor, text editor. Okay, the next one we want to explain here is this. Click on this, copy this, come down here. If you like, you can still continue on this container, but if you don't want to continue, just drag your edit text on this one. It means that you are selected another container. As you can see this 3 plus grid line and this cancel here. We don't have it here. We don't have it here. We don't have it here. We have it here because this one, they are under a single container, but this one is in a new container. Just click Ctrl A and Ctrl V. It has this stylized. As you can see, we have some text that is in normal form. We have some that is in italic form. Likewise, we have some that are bold. Is because I copy this text on a page created by Elementor on the same website. Adding with that, I copy it. Let me copy a text from somewhere. Make use of this one. Ctrl C. Come down here. Come to Elementor here. Ctrl V. As you can see, it doesn't maintain the stylish we had before. It was because the site in which I copied it is on the same website. This is Power Max. That is why it maintains the same thing. Let's assume that this is our text now. You want to stylize this text now. Control, you can choose any heading that you want. You can make it to be heading 4, 5, 4, 2. Let's make it to be heading 4. Now this is our heading 4 now. Now we want this light sliver to be in an opaque format. Just come to, we have the italic here. Likewise, you want the color to change to something red, just to convince the customer. Likewise, you want this one to be underlined, make it to be red, to be opaque, also be italic, and likewise to be underlined. As you can see, that is how to arrive to go about this one. I think we have explained this the edit text. Likewise, you can make some edit text for this, for this, for this, for this. This is just an image text. Now the next thing is for us to explain how we have this icon along the text here. We call something, icon list icon. Let me drag it here. This we make use of this type we call list icon. Now, okay, let's copy what we have here. The first one here, copy. You come down to where we have this, click on it. Now under this list item one, just Ctrl A, Ctrl V. Now with this icon, you can click on it to change the icon. We have a lot of icons which you can choose from. You can make use of this, you can make use of this, we can make use of any one of them. Just make use of this chest. Now as you can see, it has changed from the previous marked to chest, but for us to have a uniform design throughout, you can just click on style here just to delete this one. Now we have the first line text to be this. Click on this duplicate As you can see, it has duplicated the text. Click on it for a second time. It has also duplicated the text. Now come down to where we have our this thing here. Copy under text the country, Control V. Likewise this, copy, Control A, Control V. Boom. As you can see, click on updates. But you see that this one have a green background, and likewise we have a line divider here. If you want to arrive at this, now come to where we have this style here. As you can see, we have what space between. This is how we have this, the space between the first line, second line. Divider, this is divider. Activate divider. Divider is also have a style. If you want to make it to be solid, to be in double divider, I think we'll make use of double divider here. If you want it to be in dotted, likewise if you want it to be in dash form, you can increase the weights or the thickness of the divider. Yeah. Likewise, you can change the color of the divider. If you choose red, as you can see, the divider has changed to reddish color. If you choose white, dividers have a whitish color. But you want the icon here, the size of the icon, how big you want the icon to be. If you increase the size here, the icon size is increasing. The gap here is distance between the icon and the text. Likewise, we have the horizontal alignment here. If you click on the left, as you can see, the divider, when you have it to be aligned to the left here, to be in center. If you want to be in the right, it will be in right. Like I want it to be at the vertical, it will swing up to be in between to the bottom. As you can see, the icon moved when I work on the alignments. You can still work on the alignment here. Let's make it to be in 0. Okay, for the text, you can increase the text. On the icon, we can change the color of the icon to what you want. Let's make it white. As you can see the icon again, but we are going to bring it out by coming down to advanced here. Just come to where we have the background, change the background color. You can change the background color by using a solid color here, or you can use the gradient color by mixing different colors together. But let me use a classic color. Come down here, choose green color. Let's make the color to be deep green. Okay, now okay, like can come down to where we have our text here. So the style for the text, come to text here, change the text color to white. It look okay and professional. But one thing here is that come to advanced there, this is where the work of the margin is useful. Now as you can see, if we increase the margin here, okay, let's make the margin to be more. Come down to this padding here, you just unlock the padding here, increase the upper pad as you can see, likewise the bottom, so that it have a space and look professional and unique as we have it here. Boom, it look okay now, professional. Likewise under style here, you can change the text size to any size that you want. Likewise, you can change the text type. You can choose any type. We have a lot of different text type that you can choose. You can choose this. You can choose any text. So far, you have your desired font style that you want to make use of. You can use this smooch. I think this one look okay and professional. sorry. Updates. Think this one look okay and professional. Now, okay, I think I've explained about how to make use of this icon list icon. So the icon list here. The next we have here is how to have this um, customers review design. Okay, for us to design this customer review box here, you are expected to click on this plus sign here. We have the flex box and we have the grid. Click on flex box. So we have different structures in which you can choose from. Choose these three columns as you have it here. We have 1, 2, 3. Admit that you want to increase the column, you can choose these 4 columns. But we are going to make use of these 3 columns here. Now, when you have the 3 columns, the next one is for you to have, we have the image, like as we have the text. Okay, let's choose the image. Go to your gallery where we have the image that you want to use as a proof. Choose, let's assume that we are choosing this one as a proof. Now, for example, now the next thing for we have is name of the customers here. Let's come to where we have this icon list. Choose the icon list, drag below the image. Sorry, Ctrl Z. Icon list. Drag it below the image here. Okay, close this one, close this one. Now make use of this one here, in which you are expected to type the name of the customer. Let's say Mr. Friday. That is the name of the customer. Just change the icon here. This one shows that marked that the customer is verified. As in, you have the verified marked here. Come to where we have our style here. Come to icon. You can change the color of the icon to any color in which you have. I think green color is okay. We have the green color here. You can also make use of this color sampler to choose. You can choose this color. Just click on the green color. The color has changed to green color. You can increase the size of the icon. Likewise, you can come down to where we have our text to increase the customer's name. You can use any of the fonts. You can make it bold on anything that you want to. As I've explained how to make use of this before, now you can choose maybe where the customer comes from. Let's assume customer comes from Dubai or anywhere. Come down to style here. You can reduce the size of the this size. I think this won't fit and look okay now. Professional. Likewise, we have the customer review. What customer says about the product. Come to see. Come to where we have our this thing here. Come to edit text. Place below this icon. This thing. Control V. Boom. It look okay and professional. But this one look distinct because we have a shadow and a cost. Click on this container here. Come to advanced. We have come to style here. We have the border. You can increase you can choose how you want the border to look like. This is the border thickness. Let's make use of 3 is okay. You can change the color of the border. Come to where the radius of the border. Okay, now come to where we have our shadow. You can make use of increase the shadow color where you want your shadow to swing towards. As you can see, the shadow shows towards on the horizontal, like as on the vertical. You can just how do you want to spread. You can change it, you can choose the color of your this thing. Okay, I think under the image you can also make it to have corners. You have the image here, it have corners here. Okay, come to image, come down to style. You can border radius, as you can see. It's because we make use of this image, that's the reason why we have it to be smaller. Unlike this one which we designed, we have a bigger image for. Okay, you can choose the defaults, you can increase the size, you can make it to be in thumbnail depending on the size of your email or what you are trying to achieve. We can also work on the style of your text here. Now we will, instead of design the two other columns from scratch, what we are going to do is click on this edit container, right click on it and click on duplicates. As you can see, click on this one, click on duplicates. Now we have 5 containers. Just right click on this one, click on delete. Likewise on this one, click on delete. Instead of designing from scratch, you can now work on them individual since we have duplicate them. Just click on this image, choose from your gallery where you have the proving which you want to show the customer, choose the image there. Now work on the name of the customer here, change the name under this icon list, maybe Mr. Sunday Love or anything, maybe from Italy. Boom. Likewise, you can work on the third one here. Now come down to how we are on the first container. Click on the first container, come to the advanced here. You can now click on this one, link this one from the right. As you can see now, it's moved toward this here. Click on this icon, copy, come to this container, paste style. Not, as you can see, I pasted the style. Likewise, pasted the style. It depends on what you want to design. You can walk around and have a nice looking proof to convince your customer. I think we have done for this. The same method in which we make use of under this is the same method in which we are going to make use of while designing your package. Maybe the words you want your customer to choose. Make use of the same method. What's different here is just here we have headings for it. Instead of, you can just come down here, click on headings and place it on top of this image here. Boom. Now put the headings here. I think what we have here is regular style it to be at center. Likewise for this one, follow sliver, come down to where we have these headings, place it here, control sliver, make it center. What we have is family. Just follow the same method. Family style. Let's make it a green color. Okay, style family. Let's increase the size of this, make it bold, extra bold. Okay, since we have this one to be in green color, likewise this one is in light blue. What we are going to do is just on this family, right click and copy. Now come down to this one, right click and paste style. It means that you are transforming the style we have here to this one. Likewise, come down here, click on page style instead of working on them individually. That is what make um, Elementor builder to be unique from other um, page builder. Okay, just follow the same method, but what's different here is I think we have the package here. If you want to make use of button, you can still include the button here. Button. Now click on button, paste it here. Now you can style to make it to be centered. Now come down to where we have the content here. What do you want to have here? I think I want this package here. Now come down to where we have your text here. Style. Sorry. Content. Okay, text. I want, so let me make it capital letter. I want this package. Boom. Come down here, we can increase the size of it. I think I've explained everything in details how you can work on the style of each element. You can increase the boldness, you can make it to be entirely, I want this package. You can likewise reduce it to be like 25. I think it's okay. Boom. On the way we have the this button. You can still come down here and work on the border radius. I want it to be to look nice. Likewise, you can come down to the shadow to make it to have a shadow, just for it to look unique. You can also have the border to be, maybe you want to have a stroke to it. As you can see, this is it. You can change the color. Maybe you want to have a red stroke or anything, depending on what you are trying to achieve. I think as you can see, have the red stroke. But anything that you are designing, know that you are not designing for a web view. You are designing for a mobile view. You're supposed to know how a design look on mobile phone. Just come to responsive mode here, click on it. You will have options to view your design on desktop, likewise on tablet, likewise on mobile portraits. On desktop, this guy is going to look on on tablet, this is going to look, likewise on phone, this is it's going to look. It depends on what you are designing for. I think I've explained the basic element needed for your design. As you can see, when we try to view this thing in desktop, this one doesn't look okay and professional. I need to work on it. Click on it, come down to the element, to the icon, because it shows make it to, as you can see now, because when we make use of the this icon list, we try to, I explain how you can align your icon maybe to the center, to the right, and likewise to the middle, but I will switch it to the right. Likewise, we make it to be bottom. That was the reason why it looked like this, but when you make it to be in center again and to be in right, is okay and look professional. Click on updates. Each time that you are designing, just always update your design so that you won't lose your design. Okay, now come back to the desktop view. In your own case, you are expected to design this one to look like this. Okay, I think the next one we need here is how to create form. I have done a video tutorial in which I explain how to create your form. I'm going to drop the link to the tutorial under the comment, under the description section of this, so that you can watch how to design your what you can do to configure and design your form, making use of Graffiti form plugin. I think what we need here is, let me show you something. There's one magic here. Once the customer click on any button here, it will take them let's review it somewhere. That's good. Once the customer click on yes, I want to buy now, it will take them here, because we have linked that page to here. Likewise, we click on I want this package, to take the customer to where the customer is expected to fill the form. What we are going to do is, let's assume that we have a button here. This button, you can copy this button, copy, and come down here and paste the button here. Boom, the button is okay here. Now come down to where we have the link here. Just put come as a small letter. Since we have used the link as come here, it means that on the customer click here, you want the customer to come somewhere around here. Okay, let's have it let's assume we have our the button here. On the customer click here, you want the customer to come somewhere here to choose the package. We now click on this, now come to where we have this advanced, this SSID. Now click on text on, click on orbit. Let's try what we have done now. Let's try to view this. On the customer click here, I want this package. As you can see now, on the customer clicks I want this package, take the customer down to where to select the package. That's how to link one block to another in Elementor. As you can see, the one in which I designed before, on the customer click here to take the customer down here to choose the package. Likewise, I link the customer from here down to where the customer is expected to fill the form. Make use of the tricks in which I explained earlier. You can make use of it to for the customer to navigate from one block to another. I think that I've explained how to make use of the headings. We make use of headings here. Likewise, if you want to design this one, make use of something icon box. Let me explain how icon box work. Okay, this is our design. Let's choose, come down here, icon box. This icon box is meant to convince customer. We can choose, maybe you want like this one we have here. We have that we hover a 7-day return. We look for an icon that's related to returning of goods. You check, maybe you have it here. If you don't have it here, you can upload your SVG image here, in which you are expected to upload the image here. Click on add new and look at where we have the SVG on your system and upload it to Elementor. But you can choose, I think we have a lot of elements in which you can choose. You can choose swim, you can choose anything, you can choose tag, you can choose tag on, you can choose anything, just to showcase that was about returning of goods. Okay, let's choose let's choose this one. Maybe I'll explain something like a store. You can change the color under the style. Likewise, you can do some advanced stuff here. Now, what we have here, we have the 7 days ultimatum. Let me copy this. We don't need this one. Delete. Come down to style. You can now change the under the content. You can change the color of the text here, maybe to black color. You can choose the size of how you want the text to be. Likewise, you can about description. Likewise, the icon, you can choose the color of the icon. Maybe you want it to be red color. Choose red color. You want to be in red color. You want to be in yellow color. Choose yellow color. You want to be in brown color. Any color that you desire, you can choose any color just for you to have your desired design. I think I've walked you through the main elements needed to have your design. To have you design your 6 page using Elementor. Let me recap. The first step is for you to have your stage selector on ground. Second step is for you to install Elementor plugin on your WordPress site, and third one is for you to start configure your site, and the last one is for you to have your opt-in form design. I think I told you I'm going to drop a video below this description so that you can walk it through how to have everything designed. You can, at your own level time, you can play along with all these elements that you have here so that you have a desired result. But before you work on any design, the first thing is just go online and search for similar products. Maybe someone have designed before, so that you can have a look on how to have a good design. If you find this video helpful, click on subscribe button, like this video, and share this video to your friends. See you in the next tutorial. Bye for now.